Well, you know it's not that kind of dive bar. It's, oh, hey, hold on a sec. You know that spyglass thing you gave me? Yeah, there's a little red dot. Recording? Recording what? That was today? Who to? I know what it is. Uh-huh. Oh, well, that's the case. I gotta go. We're doing that. Oh, okay. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. Hung up. That was rude. Hello? Can you hear me? Oh, this is weird. It's nice to see a new face, but this is something else. In any case, welcome to Merman's Cove, and probably shouldn't have done that. I'll clean it. It's not like you're going to. Sorry, everybody. I'm Merman Dex, proprietor here at Merman's Cove, and this is shipmate Tim. He's the head of customer service, and well, they don't need to know that. They don't need to. They don't need to. Sorry, everybody. He'll talk your flesh off if you let him. Yeah. Welcome. I'm glad you're here, and this is quite the predicament we find ourselves in with you and our new owners kind of pushing this on us to kind of things. It's not you. I'm sorry. We've been drifting through the doldrums at the edge of horizon for how long has it been? That long? No. Oh. You're right. Wow, it's been quite a while. But that's not on you. You're here. You're here. You're here now. Why are you here? It's not like the regular riffraff that come through here, but no. You're different. I can tell. You'll get to know the regulars in time. Don't worry about them. But for you, you're probably here for the strong ales, the impeccable rums that we have in store, and well, if they can't drink, then why are they here? Well, you're right. You're here for a story. And that's something Merman Dex can give in plenty. I am quite the raconteur, if you will. You don't know everything about me. Shut up. So, I think I know why you're here. But, let's get the mood all nice and simple. We have quite the tales of intrigue brought forth from the mind of someone who's been trapped at the edge of existence for a little too long. But my madness is your pleasure. So, sit back, relax, maybe partake for your own pleasure. While you sit back and listen to a little tale we call Tomb of the Con. Well, they're not going to drink it. Why should I? Don't tell them then. Cheers, folks. See you on the other side. Ooh.
Baron Telford crept 1 foot in front of the other through the misty peaks of the Altai Mountains, knowing in his heart the long journey was near its end. It took every ounce of restraint to keep his movements slow and deliberate over the rocky trail. He wanted nothing more than to charge forward into history. He reminded himself that the tomb wasn't going anywhere. It would be there waiting, gathering dust as it had for centuries, hidden by time and relegated to the world of myth. If, indeed, this truly was the resting place of the Great Khan. "Watch your footing," Baron said, turning to peek over his broad shoulder. A small hand grabbed the collar of his brown leather jacket, stopping him mid-stride. His foot dangled precariously over a sheer cliff drop hidden by the dense clouds. Baron stepped back to the comfort of solid earth, turning to see a stern smile on Sunny O's weary but youthful face. "My footing?" she asked. "It's yours I'm worried about." Baron smiled. "So, you do worry about me." "Aish." Sunny's fist punched Baron's chest hard enough to make him think she'd meant to knock him over the edge. "Watch it," he yelled, feeling the small rocks shift and cascade toward the drop. "You trying to kill me, beautiful?" "If I wanted you dead," Sunny said, "you'd be dead." "So?" "Whatever you say, Meso." A spirited voice sprang from the eerie calm behind them. "Is anybody worried about me? Marco?" "Polo," Baron responded. Rick Sullivan emerged from the mist, a gust of wind at his back helping to disperse the clouds. The trio peered out from their eagle-eye vantage point, overlooking a steep, jagged valley far below. "End of the line?" Rick asked, gulping from his canteen. "Seems so," Baron responded dryly. "Thank God. But what's the deal? I don't see any tombs." Rick glanced over the edge. "Nope." He stepped away instantly, drifting towards a gnarled tree jutting defiantly out of the rocks. He dropped his pack with a grunt of relief and slid down to sit at the base of the lone tree. "Where's the map?" Sunny asked, removing her own pack. She tossed it into Rick's lap without a second thought. Baron remained on the cliff's edge. He carefully removed a thin silk map from his inner pocket and inspected the faded markings etched into the fabric. He kept the details of this map a closely guarded secret, since receiving it in a parcel sent from Kolkata to a San Francisco home. It was secret enough for Rick to jokingly question the nature of their childhood bonds, but Baron remained steadfast. The map had been sent months earlier by Dr. Percival Simmons, a scholar with the Asiatic Society of Bengal, and an old acquaintance of Baron's long-lost, globe-trotting father. Simmons was adamant that it depicted the precise location of the fabled lost tomb of Genghis Khan. The final message in the letter contained a plea to keep the map safe. When Baron's attempts to contact the doctor failed, he wasted no time procuring travel across the Pacific. Sunny peered around Baron's side, eyes narrowed on an image of a mountain range next to a small body of water. She poked a finger towards it. "That's the lake we camped at, huh?" "That's it." Baron no longer felt the need to hide the map. He handed it gently to Sunny, letting her inspect the final marker, a trident-like symbol pointing downward between the lake and the cliff's edge. "Which means?" "Don't tell me," Rick said. "We climb," Sunny responded. "What did I just say?" "Not to tell you." "And what did you do?" "Told you." Sunny smiled. "You don't tell me what to do. Now get up." "Did you hear that, old buddy?" Rick yelled at Baron, who seemed lost in thought. "You know," Rick said, pushing himself to his feet, "I never agreed to her tagging along in the first place." "You're not the boss here," Sunny snapped. "Neither are you." "Cool it," Baron interjected. "Both of you. I'm trying to think. What's there to think about?" Rick shifted his pack. "You planning on flying down? I mean, I guess it's a good thing we carried this climbing gear all the way. The only thing left to think about is who goes first." "I have a suggestion, Mr. Sullivan," a coldly familiar voice said from the misty path behind them. Zhao Long. Baron recognized the voice instantly. He shifted his hand, reaching for the revolver in his concealed chest strap, but he stopped as he turned to face his enemy. The slim, black-suited gangster held his pistol high, aimed at Baron's head. Behind him stood 4 men holding submachine guns. Baron let his hand fall to his belt, knowing an unpracticed quick draw would be met with a hail of bullets. "I thought we took care of you in Ulaanbaatar. As you Americans say, close but no cigar." Jelling turned to his companions, eliciting a laugh from the men in matching suits. The other 2 men, local thugs in fur coats and boots, remained as still as statues, focused on their prey. "How'd you find us?" Baron asked. "I can take a wild guess." Rick nudged his head towards Sonny. Fire flared in Sonny's eyes. "If you have something to say it." Rick stood defiantly. "I think it goes without saying." Baron's fingers tingled at the prospect of a distraction, but he settled for letting Xiaolong take over as a mediator. "Shut up!" the gangster spat. "Both of you. Like children." "Now you know how I feel," Baron said. The two went silent. "Better," Xiaolong said. "Now, where's the map?" Sunny's eyes met Baron's. She didn't want him to see the pit of fear growing in her stomach. Baron gave her a small nod, and she reluctantly handed the map to Xiaolong. "After everything we've been through, we're just gonna hand it over?" Rick asked. "Correct, Mr. Sullivan," Xiaolong answered. Baron shrugged. "It's not like it's gonna do us any good now, old buddy." Xiaolong held the map reverently. It was smaller than he remembered, but no less awe-inspiring. He wondered how much blood had been spilt for its existence, and took pride in the fact that many of the names on the list of the dead were there by his command. He felt the spirit of a warrior, just like his idol, the man who had conquered the world, and who lay buried somewhere beneath his feet. "Thing I don't know," Baron mused aloud. Xiaolong chuckled. "I'm sure there's much you don't know, Mr. Telford." "What happened to Dr. Simmons?" "The old fool? You can ask him yourself when you see him in hell." Rick stepped back toward the tree, raising his hands as the gunman barked orders in Cantonese. Okay, sheesh. "So now what?" "Now, Mr. Sullivan," Xiaolong began dramatically, "you will climb down and bring me one step closer to my Khan." "And if we refuse?" Baron asked. Xiaolong barked an order. Two of his men lunged forward, grabbing Sonny's arms. "Let go of me!" Sonny cried. "For Mr. Telford," Xiaolong aimed his pistol at Sonny's head. "We could send her down instead, without a rope. Vermin like her climb well, don't they?" Sonny spat in his face. It didn't faze his sadistic grin. Baron couldn't let that happen. He had been smitten with her ever since he saw her at the Shanghai docks for the first time, leaning carefree against her rusted taxi. She had a confidence he'd never found in a woman in all his 26 years. He remembered his mind going completely blank when he first approached her. "Why are you looking at me like that?" she had asked. "Excuse me?" he stammered, getting lost in the deep wooded browns of her eyes. Then the sound of gunfire had pulled him back to reality. That was the first time Baron and Rick had encountered Xiaolong's men. Luckily, Sonny was there. "Need to lose them?" she asked, diving into the driver's seat. "Let's get in the car, dummy," Rick yelled, pushing Baron into the back of the cab. As they sped off, a well-placed shot from the chaser car shattered the rearview mirror. "What's your name?" Baron had yelled over the ringing in his ears. "Sonny." "That's beautiful." "Stop distracting her," Rick screamed. "Now's not the time for romance." Sonny had reached into the glove box, jamming it open to reveal a bouncing revolver. "Here," she said, handing it back. "Use this." "You didn't tell me we were going to be shot at," Rick yelled. "I didn't think it was going to happen this quick," Baron responded, firing a shot through the rear window. Now with a steep cliff behind him, Baron was well aware of the consequences of adventure. "I'll go," he said. "I thought as much," Xiaolong said. He ordered his men to disarm Rick and Baron, and took it upon himself to search Sonny, moving his hand around her frame with a mocking lack of care. His smirk turned to annoyance as he discovered a third knife and a second gun. "What were you planning to do with all of these?" Sonny smiled. "Give them back and I'll show you." "Not a chance. Now, Mr. Telford, continue your expedition." Rick handed a heavy rucksack to Baron. "Here, I'll give you a hand, old buddy." They tied the ropes together, about 100 feet in total, and secured the line to the tree trunk. Baron's eyes locked with Sonny's for one last gaze. He smiled. She didn't. He began his descent, wrapping the rope around his leg and arm, hoping to remember his father's old lessons. "You've got this," Rick called from the edge. "Thanks. See you on the other side, wherever that may be." Baron lowered himself, hand over hand, his feet bouncing off uneven patches of rock. The sound of flowing water began to emerge over the whistle of the wind. Up above, the guards were distracted enough for Sonny to pull free. Xiaolong allowed her to move to the edge to watch Baron's progress. "How's he doing?" Rick asked, the rope firm in his hands. "I can't see him," Sunny answered as the clouds thickened. Suddenly, the tension on the rope vanished. Rick stumbled back against the tree. Sunny's heart sank. "Baron!" she screamed into the void. Silence. "How unfortunate," Xiaolong said dismissively. "Baron!" Sunny cried again. Finally, a faint voice called back. "I'm here, about 100 feet down." Rick exhaled. "Oh, thank God." "Are you okay?" Sunny shouted. "Fine. Just fine, beautiful. If any of you want to join me, bring some lights. You're not going to believe this." Baron stood at the mouth of a smooth-hewn tunnel as the others trickled down the rope. Baron inspected the path ahead, his flashlight illuminating carved stone pillars. Sunny swung off the rope and raced into Baron's arms. He embraced her for a moment before she pushed him back. "Why did you scare me like that?" "Like what?" "I thought you might have..." "Well, I didn't." "Happy?" She glared at him with love. "No." Rick and Xiaolong arrived last. "Who built a tomb on the side of a mountain?" Rick asked, clinging to the wall. "A genius tactical mind, Mr. Sullivan," Xiaolong answered. "See how long he has remained shrouded from the world?" They pressed deeper into the mountain, their lights illuminating dust motes. A heavy musk coated their throats. As the tunnel widened, they found expert masonry and metal braziers. Rick used a lighter from one of the thugs to spark a torch, lighting the braziers one by one until the hallway glowed with a warm, flickering light. The walls were covered in grand horseback battles and Mongolian ceremonies, the colors as vivid as if they'd been painted yesterday. "How much further?" Rick asked after a half hour. "We must be under the lake by now." "That is exactly where we are," Xiaolong said. "Mr. Telford, what do you know of my Khan's final resting place?" "Well," Merman said, "legend says the Khan's advisors found a monastery at the banks of a sacred lake. He had the monks slaughtered and the lake drained, drunk dry by a horde of horsemen, they say. They dug beneath the lake bed, entombed the Khan with his treasures, and then refilled the lake so no one would ever find it." "And do you know what happened after?" Xiaolong asked. "They were all drowned. Every slave and laborer was sacrificed in the name of secrecy." "Seems a little harsh," Rick muttered. "Harsh, Mr. Sullivan? Yes, but necessary." They stepped into a massive chamber the size of a football field. Gold coins lay in piles. Statues and artifacts from a lost empire stood in the shadows. "Forward," Xiaolong ordered. At the center of the tomb was a white marble dais. On top was a dark metal sarcophagus in the shape of a horse with an armored rider. Xiaolong approached it, his hand trembling as he touched a saucer-shaped indent on the horse's chest. "After all these years," he whispered, removing a metal disc from his pocket. He inserted the disc. It locked with a click. He turned it clockwise. The gears squealed within the metal. Baron stepped back towards Sunny and Rick as the sarcophagus split down the center. The front opened like a double door, revealing the skeletal remains of Genghis Khan sitting on a golden throne wearing a jade war mask. "Boss," one of the thugs yelled from across the room. "No more doors. We're trapped." "There's got to be another way out," Xiaolong said. "And if not?" Baron asked. "Then we carry the treasure out by rope, piece by piece." Rick kicked a gold chalice. "You're gonna need a lot more rope, Zhao." Xiaolong laughed, but Baron noticed something else. The sound of creaking from the shadows above. A drop of water fell on Rick's shoulder. Sunny saw it too. Xiaolong turned to Baron with a broad smile. "I offer this as a final gift to your worthless lives. Gaze upon greatness for a moment." Then his voice turned like ice. He looked at Sunny. "Kill them." Sunny pulled a small revolver from her inner pocket and aimed it at Baron. Their eyes locked. "Where the hell did she hide that one?" Rick asked. "You should be more careful with your associations, Mr. Telford," Xiaolong chuckled. "I called it," Rick yelled. "Just saying. Sorry, old buddy." "Sunny," Baron whispered. He saw the tears forming in her eyes. "It wasn't by chance her cab was there that day," Xiaolong continued. "Who do you think helped us follow your trail?" "I'm sorry," Sunny said. Baron smiled sadly. "We'll always have Shanghai." A tear rolled down her cheek. "Goodbye." Sunny shifted her stance and fired, not at Baron, but directly between Xiaolong's eyes. The gangster's body fell back, shattering the brittle bones of the con. The chamber erupted into chaos. Xiaolong's suited men and hired thugs realized their employer was dead. Loyalty vanished. The hired muscle opened fire on everyone. The suited men drove for cover behind gold mounds. Sunny dropped to one knee, her aim steady despite the bullets ricocheting off the sarcophagus. Baron searched Xiaolong's body, found a pistol, and tossed it to Rick. "Got any ideas about getting us out of here?" Rick yelled, firing back at the thugs. "Get in," Baron yelled, pointing at the sarcophagus. "Help me close it up." "Are you crazy?" The gunfire was cut short by terrifying aquatic groan. The lake above was finally breaking through. A wall of water rushed towards them. "Close it! Close it!" Rick and Sunny screamed in unison. They tumbled inside and pulled the heavy metal doors shut, trapping themselves within the remains of the con. Outside, the screams of the thugs were quickly muffled by the roar of the water. The torrent swept through the chamber, carrying bodies and treasure alike down the long hallway and out the mountainside, sent flying into the misty void below. Inside the sarcophagus, Baron, Rick, and Sunny held each other in the darkness. They felt the metal structure shake as the water slammed against it. As the water reached their chests inside the vessel, the rumbling began to subside. The chaos outside calmed. "Why did he take your guns?" Rick asked suddenly. "What?" Baron and Sunny asked. "Xiaolong, why did he take Sunny's guns back at the cliff if he thought she was on his side?" "Ask Xiaolong," Sunny replied coldly. She felt around the back of the door. "I need light." Rick's flashlight flickered weakly, just enough for Sunny to pick the locking mechanism from the inside. The doors swung open, and the truth spilled out onto the dais. The treasure was gone, washed away. Only the sarcophagus and the scattered, wet bones of the con remained. "Well," Rick sighed, patting Baron's back, "I guess we're still poor. Well, I'm poor. You're still rich." He looked at Sunny. "I don't know what you are." Sunny threw her arms around Baron, kissing him deeply. "I guess she's rich now, too." "Splendid," Rick muttered. Sunny pulled back, smiling. "How do you know we wouldn't be washed away with the rest of the place?" "Simple," Baron said. "I figured the only thing the con's builders really valued here was him. This sarcophagus was built to stay put." "Well, cheers to good old-fashioned Mongolian engineering," Rick chuckled. Baron pulled Sunny closer. "So tell me, beautiful, was there ever a moment you thought you should have shot me instead?" Maybe," she answered. "Maybe?"
Ooh. Hi. Oh, you're still here. Of course you are. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. One of many to come, and hope you'll get more comfortable here with us. And I guess while you're here, what? Do we want to do that now? All right. While you're here, before we close out, we usually like to take a look at some of the suggestions given by some of the regulars and the few of the random, riffraff that kind of come through in and out. Not you. You are, you're good people. I can tell. But, just a little thing they call around here, shut your porthole. Suggestions. Go through. What we got today? What is this? I can't even read this. These people. Can you lower the water pressure in the bidet? The water is spraying too hard. We don't have a bidet. I'll talk to the clams. Yeah, they'll figure it out. Let's keep going. What else do we got? The band plays too loud. Well, that's bound to happen. We do pay them in booze, but the suggestion is well taken. I guess we'll pay them after. Yeah, probably pay them after they play instead of before. That might help. What else do we got? Let's see. Where be the mermaids? Well, come on ladies' nights. They're probably should. It gets a little too rowdy around here. Let's here we go. Let's just do one more. I don't know why I'm doing this to myself, but there was a finger in my drink. It's called a garnish. Next time, don't order a zombie. Well, that'll do it for here, folks. Thank you for this first visit to Merman's Cove. Hope to see you back for more, with some more tales, some more danger, some more intrigue. Some more of these for me. Cheers. Fair winds and following seas. So, did you get a number? I don't know. Oh, you got yours, huh? I don't even have your number. Why don't you...
Hi, everybody. I'm Dexter Keaton. You may know me from videos such as, well, the one you just watched, and that's about it. Where I portray Merman Dex, or is it the other way around? I can't really tell. Either way, just want to thank you for watching, and you're probably sick and tired of it on YouTube, but please like, subscribe, comment. It greatly helps. And also taking fanciful suggestions for future Shut Your Portholes, so please send those comments. This is a very personal endeavor to spread the word about my writing in a world that reads less by the day, but you gotta do what you gotta do. And if you're interested in more, you can find it at mermanscove.com. There's a couple of books available on Amazon. Greatly appreciate if you want to check those out. Review, leave some stars if you can. It all helps. And this, everything here is written by me, whether you like it or not. But a note, I do use AI for some of the visuals, at least for now. But I'm open to some collaborations and partnerships in the future for some projects. So please drop me a note. And I guess won't take up more of your time. See you on the next one. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. Thanks for being a part of this adventure we call life. And thank you, everybody. I really mean it. Cheers.